Hey, welcome back. It's Monday morning. It is a gorgeous November day. It's t-shirt weather on a Monday morning in early November. Ridiculous as far as how warm it is. I wish I were set up to paint because it's painting weather. It's beautiful. It's crazy. But I got so much going on here, I don't even know where to start. I know I have to start with moving everything over to this bay so I can work on the motor. I think I want to, let me just bring you up to date where I am. Motor's in, donor motor's in, doesn't run, does turn. I need to get spark out of it. I want to play with that today. I'm waiting for a new coil to come in. I think it might be the coil. I might just have it wired wrong. I got to look at it with some patience. I want to get these running boards off and treat the rust underneath them and then put them right back on, and maybe wire wheel some of that frame. Some of the spots are a little rough. They didn't come out as nice as I want them to. I mean, they look good on the camera, but when I get it close, I'm not satisfied. And then over here, I got the engine block sitting on a stand. I still got 4 pistons that won't move. I got 2 of them that'll move. Let me see, 5 and 6 move, but 1, 2, 3, and 4 are frozen solid. I don't have the flashlight, but the inside of that cylinder, solid rust. I mean, just ridiculous. And then I'm thinking, why am I even wasting my time with this block? I should probably just take it to the scrap yard and be done with it. But I'm not giving up on it just yet. So I think step 1, oh, there's something in the back there. There's the transmission. I got to clean that up, get that ready to paint. So I got a million things to do. I'm gonna set up the camera, clear up the garage, get to work. Hey, welcome to Mark's Garage Channel. Just a retired engineer who loves old trucks, and I'm trying to figure it all out by watching YouTube and working along. This is Missy the Wonder Dog, and I hope you like and subscribe. Alright, so what I ended up with is 3 of them snapped as I thought, and then 3 of them just spun the heads, which the heads are buried, and I guess there's some kind of lever or something that's supposed to hold them in place. But I think it's loose enough now where I could just put a Sawzall long blade in there and just cut the bolts. And I'll do that and hopefully get this off, treat the rust, buy some new bolts, and put them right back on. There we go, easy peasy. 3 snap bolts, 3 I had to cut with the Sawzall, but now I can take this off and really see what's going on underneath. I don't understand. Oh, they were carriage bolts. Look at that. Carriage bolts. And of course they started twisting inside. The ones that didn't snap. We'll figure out how to get this. I'll show you this. There's rust here. So I'm just hit all this with the wire wheel. I don't know if I'm going to repair this or just leave it the way it is. Really, yeah, I'll probably end up maybe putting a patch over that or something just to cover it. I really just want to treat the surface rust, get some Rust-Oleum on it. And of course these ends here, I want to polish them up and then paint them with Rust-Oleum so they match the frame. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Seems like I could shut the camera off. Alright, just want to show you where I'm at with this. The surface rust is coming off pretty good. I'll coat this with the Rust-Oleum Direct to Rust primer that I have, then Rust-Oleum paint. But I just want to show you the engineering involved here. This is kind of funny to me. These here are tabs. So you got to bend these up to get the carriage bolt in. Here's the head of the carriage bolt here. So each one of these has a tab, and they must have had them bent up in the factory, put the carriage bolt in, and hammered them back down after the spot weld. So I'll bend it back up, take the old bolt heads out, put new carriage bolts in, and I'll probably tack weld it in place if I can. I think I can, and that way it's not going to come out or move around. And you know what? I don't even need carriage bolts. If I'm going to tack it, I can probably tack it with a regular bolt too. But that's where I'm at. I'll probably take some of those dents out if I can. I'll show you that. Let me just mention a comment on safety. I don't know if you caught it on the video when I was doing these holders here. When I was doing this first one, I had my shield, my face shield up. Even though I'm wearing it, you still got to pull it down for it to be in use, and I got hit in the face with something. Luckily, I still got my safety glasses on, but it got under the safety glasses. I could feel it in my eye. Probably just a little piece of dirt, but it came out now. But it's so important to wear with a grinding wheel or a grinder of any kind, the full face, not just safety glasses. So important. And you know, there's a lapse for me. I forgot to put my shield down. I was wearing it along with the dust respirator and earplugs. So wear your PPE, please. Okay, so I wire wheeled the heck out of this. I pounded out some dents, straightened out as much as I can. Look at that dent I tried to take out. I mean, doesn't look that great, but looks better than it did before is all I can say. And I've soaked this now with, this is the rust mort. I brushed that on. I'm gonna wait about an hour, just wash it off, let it dry. The plan is to get this thing back on today. That's what I want to do, is be done with it, have it right back to where it was. It's not, I'm not storing it for any period of time, and then maybe I'll go do the other side tomorrow. This is going to be an all-day project from what I can see. All right, it's getting to be lunchtime. Here's where I'm at. These have got a coat of primer on them and a coat of Rust-Oleum over top of that to match. I treated this with the rust mort or the phosphoric acid, washed it, let it dry. Now I've treated it with the rusty metal primer by Rust-Oleum. And after this dries for another hour or so, I want to give it a coat of the gloss black Rust-Oleum so it'll match everything else. In the meantime, I'm going to eat lunch. I'm going to the hardware store. I'm going to go get the carriage bolts for this. I think they're 3/16 by 1 inch long carriage bolts. I'm going to get 12 of those, 6 for this side, 6 for the other side when I get to it, which will hopefully be soon. And I really want to have this thing back on today, because I don't want to start getting too crazy with it. And as far as, you know, yeah, I see this big rust thing here. Probably nothing to go find a hat channel to replace this. Break the spot welds and just put a new piece in. But I'm not doing it today. I figure down the road sometime after I get this thing running, if I want to spend time taking this thing off and fixing it, I'll do it then. So thanks for watching, and I'll get back after I get this back on. Okay, getting ready to put this thing back in. So I got the new hardware from Home Depot. They're just 1/4-20 1 inch carriage bolts. I had to pry these little tabs up. Now I got to hammer them back down. Of course, when you hammer them, the bolts shake loose. But what you do is they're sitting on a little shelf. You bend the shelf up with a big screwdriver, and they seem to lock in a little better. That one's pretty tight. So I'm going to give these a hammer, and I can't hold the phone and hammer at the same time, so I'll show you this when it's in.